1, 2, 3.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank you all for being here today and give you our honors welcome. Today, we are going to introduce you our beloved achievement, Restaurant X. And I'm Nicola Xiang, your HR manager of Restaurant X. Our presentation today will be divided into 7 parts, and it'll take about 20 to 25 minutes. First, we would love to give you some general information of our restaurant. Second, the cuisine that we provide. Then is the marketing and the purchasing aspect. Then, followed by that is our finance and SWOT analysis. Last but not least, the conclusion. If you have any question, please hold until the end because we will have a 5-minute Q&A session after the presentation. Now, let's start with the general information. So, let's go back to the year 2001, when 5 of us met in the school and in the class of food science. And that is when we came up with the idea of having this molecular gastronomy restaurant because we are assigned by a dream business project. After 10 years, each of us has our own career in different fields. And that is when our talented chef decided to realize his dream because he was a world-famous Michelin star chef. Now, this company has already run for 2 years by 5 founders. Each founders are responsible for one sector. First, the brain, which is our finance department, responsible by our Felicia Wang. The PR, marketing, and the creative department is leading by our talented Miss Eva Wei. Next, heart. The HR department and the customer relationship department, including serving, is under my responsibility. Then is the hand. Hand is the culinary arts department, which leads by our talented chef, Mr. Kevin Tsai. Last but not least is our legs. Legs is leading by Miss Ellie Chen, which is our purchasing and inventory department. Now, you may wonder, why X? There are a lot of alphabets. Why X? What does it stand for? In the well-known cartoon Powerpuff Girls, chemical X is the key point that makes the girls to have superpowers. Because we consider our culinary art as one of the superpower, so that is why the reason we chose X. And at the same time, we decided to provide a service that combines innovative cooking techniques and amazing dining experience, which inspire us of our slogan, "Revolution starts from your mouth." Now, we've learned a lot of history. It's time for something visual. What you're looking at now is our image concept of the restaurant. A very simple, pure, and warm crude wood laboratory. That is the atmosphere that we want to create. And by inviting the famous Japanese architect, Mr. Kengo Kuma, this is what our restaurant will look like. The only difference is that our restaurant is only for 2 stories. Now what you're looking at is our floor plan and the grand entrance of the restaurant. Because we want to give the guests a very good first impression, so we decided to welcome them with the flowing water and the magnificent wood counter, where they can receive a really great greeting from the waiters. When the seat is prepared, the waiter will lead you to the dining area, where you will first notice is our magnificent stairs. Instead of storing the books, we will store the wines. So take a few words forward, then you will see the bar counter on your left-hand side, which is our dining area. Composed by the gray stone surface and the wood foundation, this is where the guests can enjoy the cuisine and the live cooking show at the same time. Now let's go to the second floor. For the second floor is our private room area. Each box can contain 4 to 6 people, and by simply turn your sight on to the outside, you can also see the whole dining area and the cooking area right over here. Which means if you sit in the second floor, you can also enjoy the cuisine and the cooking show at the same time. As we have mentioned before, our concept is pure but sincere, which also reflects on our service attitude and our uniforms and menus. Now we have a lot of visual stuff, right? But what really makes a restaurant? The cuisine. So let's go to the second part. Please welcome our second speaker, Kevin.
Hi, I'm Kevin, the head of the Restaurant X. And now I'm going to tell what cuisine will we provide in our restaurant. So our cuisine in the Restaurant X are all based on molecular gastronomy. So at first, in the beginning, I'm going to tell you what is molecular gastronomy. It's a modern style of cooking, and it uses many technical innovations from the scientific disciplines. So these two below facts describe what the molecular gastronomy is. In short, it is a cooking way to use using many scientific methods to cook a special food. And let's just introduce myself. And I'm the head chef of the Restaurant X. And before I opened this restaurant, I used to study in two cooking schools in America. One is Pacific Institute of Culinary Arts, is in Vancouver, and the other is Culinary Institute of America, which is the most famous cooking school in USA. And this is his outers look like. And after I graduated from the school, because of my grade, I was blessed to get a chance to work in Mr. Frank Adria's restaurant. His restaurant is is in Spain, and is the he's the best molecular gastronomy restaurant of the world. And when I was in that restaurant, I learned a lot from Mr. Adria. But unfortunately, this restaurant, this is the inner side of the restaurant. But unfortunately, this restaurant probably was closed in 2009. So I was jobless that time. And it was the time I started to have the idea that I open my own restaurant. So I back to Taiwan and gather my old friend, and we five people open the Restaurant X. And now you may wonder if we have any menu in the restaurant, but we do the opposite. We don't have the menu because since our restaurant image is to give the customers surprise. So we won't tell the customers what we will provide to them until the day they come. So instead of the menu, we provide 3 kinds of sets, and the set table is on the slides. We have 3 sets, which are moderate for $3,000 and expensive for $4,500 and luxurious for $6,000. And of course, we also have the seasonal change in our cuisine. So let me introduce some representative cuisine in our restaurant. So in the spring, the image is the flower and the blossom. So you may see many flowers. They are eatable in our dishes, like this and this. And the main color in the spring might be red or pink. And in the summer, everybody knows the summer many trees grow up and become flourishing, have many leaves. So the main color in the summer is green, just like this one and this one. And in the fall, everybody knows the fall in Taiwan is a season of harvest. So we have many cuisine which shapes is like some fruits or some agricultural products, like this and this. And so in the fall, the main color of the fall is the yellow. And of course, the winter. The last season in the year is very cold and have snow. So the main color of the season is white, just like this one. And then let's welcome Eva Wei to tell you about the branding strategy.
Hello everyone, my name is Eva Wei. I'm the eye of Restaurant X. I'm in charge in the branding and marketing. We separate our goals into 3 terms: short term, mid term, and long term. In the short term, we would like to generate publicity. To increase exposure to the public, we cooperate with some high fashion magazines and combine our amazing food with the fashion industry, and actively participating in any events regarding the high society, and let our brand be the synonymous of fashion. And the next midterm, we try to establish the fine public praise. Our extraordinary food and relaxing dining environment and the high quality of service are the main elements to make our customers feel that they are the special ones. And for the long term, we would like to form the brand loyalty and extend the new market. In this stage, we try to stabilize our quality. Besides moving on improving our dishes to maintain our own customers, we also pay a great attention on how to get more customers. The following are some examples. Before opening, our restaurant serves some meals for the celebrating party after last year's Milan Fashion Week, and we gained a lot of praise. And for our famous man chef Kevin, he also be invited to attend the show you may heard of called From Taiwan, which is the show on the channel of TLC. And the show also made a full episode for our restaurant. And before opening, we have served some conceptual dishes in our shortened lists in the Bella Vita department store. And after the opening of our restaurant, we ranked top 1 on the list of Taiwan's molecular gastronomy set by magazines such as Vogue, GQ, or many high fashion magazines. One of the famous socialites you may heard of called Sun Yunyun, we reserved the entire restaurant to hold her birthday party just last month. Furthermore, we have gained Michelin 1-star reputation in the first year, and for this year's goal, we try to gain the 2 Michelin star reputation. As for now, the reservation in our restaurant is always full. You have to wait at least half year to get a table. So don't hesitate, just pick up your phone and make a reservation. And the next are some graphs. You can see on the pie graph the ratio among the set chosen by our customer. This is the luxurious set, which is the most popular set in our restaurant. And the next one shows the quantity of customers per month in the year of 2014. You can see a decline over here is due to the food safety condition recently. But fortunately, our restaurant always provides the best quality food for our customers. So you can see the quantity rise again in November and reach the average again. And this is the end of my part. So let's move on to the next presenter.
Good afternoon, I'm Alice Chen, and I'm the General Manager of Purchasing Department of Restaurant X. And as you can see, our job is to purchase the ingredients of our cuisines. So for the personnel distribution, because most of our ingredients are from Taiwan, so we distribute our workers by the purchasing points, and that is 2 people are responsible for the middle and southern area, and another 2 are responsible for the eastern area. And for their job is to tell me what fruits or vegetables are available now and the price of them, and finally take my instructions to buy the ingredients that our restaurant needs. So generally, we are a quality emphasized restaurant, so our ingredients must be clean and fresh. And thus, in order to balance our cost with ingredients, we prefer to buy our ingredients at farmers markets, like in Nantou, and direct sales markets, which in Hualien. And at here, we can directly buy vegetables and fruits with farmers, not through the meat providers. And by doing so, we can buy the real price of the food and also avoid farmers from exploiting. And also, we like to find some organic orchards to buy some vegetables and fruits. And as for our food, because of the area's weather and terrain, we divide our purchasing targets into different areas. For the fruits, we usually buy them at the middle and southern area. And next is vegetables. The extent is all around Taiwan, but we especially buy them at the eastern area. And the next one is meat. It's also bought around Taiwan. And the last one is seafood. For the purchasing of seafood, we especially like to buy them at the southeastern area. And the most important is that the purchase of the food is seasonal changes. So this can make that us to give our customers the freshest and the latest food in our restaurant. Now I'm going to take some examples for area specialties. In Zhanghua, we have various of fruits such as grapes, which are available in the whole year, and pineapples in summer. For Yunlin, we have papayas and tangerines the whole year that can be available for our customers' needs. And as for vegetables, in Yilan, we can have shallots and water bamboo shoots. In Hualien, we can have lilies, can be provided in May to September. And in Pingdong, we can have lots of fresh seafood, such as bluefin tuna in summer and shrimps and crabs in the autumn. By knowing where to buy these specialties, we can give seasonal recipes to surprise our customers. And that is the main idea for our Restaurant X. And next is the cost of ingredients. As you can see, our cost is about between $1,400,000 to $1,800,000. Since we now have built steady relationship with farmers, we can control our budgets more well compared to the beginning. And next, I'm going to talk about equipment. And because we're the molecular gastronomy restaurant, we have some special equipments for cooking, such as caviar making machines. For this machine, it can make different flavors of caviar pearl balls that contains different tastes. And next one is vacuum low temperature cooking machines. Chef can use this machine to cook at a vacuumed low temperature circumstances that can make meat more juicy. And the next one is evaporator. And this machine is really useful when we're making our sauce to keep them smell holy. And the last one is liquid nitrogen. By using this way, we can freeze our food immediately and make the taste differently. And last one, I'm going to talk about some successful cases. First one is, as you can see in the picture, is some small pearl balls that's made by tomatoes. So we put them into the soup, and as you bite them, it will break and have tomato smells and taste. And also, the green one is the combination of Wenshan Baozhongcha, and it's the Baozhongcha taste of the pearl for desserts. And the last one is using the low temperature vacuum cooking machine to cook duck breast meat. And this way can make the meat more juicy and easy to chew, not to have blood waters to bleed. And this is all about my part.
Hello everyone, I'm Lisa Wang, the CFO of our company. And now I'm going to introduce the financial analysis. So now let's first take a look at our sales revenue. We've been open for 2 years, and you can see that for both of the years, our sales revenue are about $100 million. And our sales revenue wasn't very high at first, but it soared in season 2 of 2013. And then it increased steadily until the first season of 2014. After that, it remains approximately the same. So we predict that afterwards, every year we will have a sales revenue of $105 million. Subtracting all the expenses, like the salaries that need to be paid and the depreciation and the net income of our restaurant would be around $55 million. And to open this restaurant, we invested in a lot of money. We paid for the decoration of our restaurant, and we need to buy expensive equipment for producing our food. So the capital was really high, and then our liabilities was really high at first. But thanks to the high net income we earned last year, it decreased our liability. And now I'm going to introduce the SWOT analysis. So for the strength, we definitely have our food, which is really high value added, and from the ingredients to what it comes out at last, it is of very high quality. And most importantly, our menu changes every season, so customers can experience different meals. Also, the catering service with good food and the unique design of our restaurant, also the cozy atmosphere inside is our strength. As for the weaknesses, we have the cost, menu, and capacity. For the cost, we have the high capital that was needed at first, and also the high ingredient cost because of our high quality, and the menu cost that needs to be paid since we change our menu seasonally. And our menu only offers 3 sets of meal, all with high prices. And customers can only dine inside our restaurant, and they have to make reservation first. So we think that it might be our weakness. And then let's move on to our opportunities. Since we are the first few molecular gastronomy restaurants opened in Taipei, we believe that there is still an undeveloped market existing, and the mass media and the social network would help us improve it. So, and also another opportunity is the high entry barrier. Because the share capital needs to be really high, it could prevent competitors from entering the market easily. And last but not least, I'm going to tell you about the threats we have. Our competitors are not only molecular gastronomy restaurants, but also other expensive restaurants who already have a really good reputation. And also the weather could affect the ingredients of our food, and the recession may affect our operations. And also because our concept is really new to almost everyone in Taiwan, so we are afraid that some people might not be able to accept the new concept. And this is mainly everything about our restaurant, so just let me wrap up a bit. We offer molecular gastronomy, and our designs our menu and he changes the menu seasonally. The ingredients we use are all from Taiwan and all of very high quality. So after listening to all these, don't you want to come to our restaurant and give it a try? And this is all about our restaurant. Thanks for your attention.
So this is the Q&A section now. Please feel free to ask any questions.
Just a second, just to tell them. You know, 25 minutes.
Is there anyone want to ask question or feedback?
I would like to know how many cookers or vendors for food you have, because I just noticed that in the income statement, the salary expense is a little bit too low. It's just about 200,000, but the revenue is a little bit high.
If you know the cooking culture, the first when you a chef go into a restaurant first year, his salary almost just 22,000 above or under 35,000, almost just that. Average is that. So it's just at the same like other. So because our restaurant is just opened in 2 years, so they are just freshmen in the kitchen. So we may not have the chance to give it to high wage. Yeah.
So if you just give them a low wage, and how do you keep them in the future from designing more cuisines?
Because they in here they can learn the most high technology in Taipei. They can learn from us. Then they can learn the experience in the kitchen and learn how to cook a molecular gastronomy. I think it's the most appealing part that keep them in our restaurant.
My father is a cooker, but his salary is never lower than 50,000, and that is in Kaohsiung. So our price of the customer is more lower. So if you in Taipei, I think it's really difficult to find some cooker will working for you to take the 30,000 salary. Yeah, and I have another question. I think where do you want to open your restaurant, in which address? Yeah, because your restaurant looks very large, but the rent of the restaurant of Taipei is really very high. And I evaluate if you want to open this restaurant in some very high rent, it will be very expensive. Maybe 300,000 for the years, maybe. Yeah. So where do you want to open this restaurant?
For where to open our restaurant, and because we have a partner who is very rich, and she has her own land. So we will build our restaurant on her land.
But you still have an opportunity cost. How to balance the opportunity cost of your profit? You know, you have to balance to your profit and your opportunity cost. If your partner is very rich.
Because the land doesn't use before, so we take the land. It makes more profit for it. So the opportunity cost is low.
That is her. The land is belong to her.
Yeah, her land.
But you still have to build a building, right?
Yeah.
You still have a large.
Yes, the cost of the building is inside the financial statement.
Thinking cost. It's a large thinking cost.
But But without building the restaurant, the land is just put there and won't make any profit. So if we build a restaurant there, we can make more profit in the future, and the profit will compensate the cost. Does that answer your question?
So you evaluate if you don't open the restaurant, how much valuable for this land? How much if you lend it to other people? How much can you earn?
It's about 10 million for the land.
10 million? For a month?
Not the rent, it's the price of the land.
Do you mean the market value?
Yeah.
It's not in the city, it's like some sub.
Thank you.
Any others? The other teams?
Since your restaurant seems very delicate and your chef can do a lot of fancy stuff, so will you be charging the tips or having some basic consumption? Yeah.
You mean the tips
Yeah.
or the lower cost,
Yeah.
lowest cost in the restaurant? Because our menu is, we don't have a menu basically. We just give three kinds of sets for a customer to choose. So you must choose one of the sets. So there won't be the question of there won't be the problem of lower is cost. Thank you.
Any others?
You know, some problem of our food, just like the 点心. So if you one day found that one of your resources of your food having some problem, such as the problem that 点心集团, yeah, how do you solve this problem if your resources of food will having some problem?
Our food ingredient is almost come from the first hand. Just come from the farmers and those just.
But if your farmer have some medicine,农药 to use on the food, and
We still have some organic orchards that doesn't use the chemical or the medicines to. So, because our ingredients are from some organic orchards, so basically it won't have this kind of problem. Yeah.
but you can't all resources, just like your meat pit is not organic. If someday they found that there are some problem, how do you solve it?
So for the first time, because I'm the one who is responsible for the service and the customer, as if they found out this question, no matter it's true or not, at the first second, we will definitely agree that okay, maybe there is a problem, and then we will give them some coupons. Maybe they can come here for free, or we will have maybe we can have some kind of dinner that is for the customers, just for apologies or anything. And also, because maybe there is a problem or maybe not, still we will have from our purchase line. You can see it's very clear, and we will give all the customers the information that they need in our website. If that answers your question.
action. Because since that you don't have any menu and your customer don't know what they are going to eat, and the customer may have some preference, or it means that they like to eat something or don't dislike something, or they may be allergic to some elements, and how do you cope with that?
As you know, our restaurant is doing the reservation, right? We're doing reservation online, and online they will get a questionnaire about what they are, if they are allergic to something, or if they are dislike some kind of food, and they can just type it on the questionnaire and then send to our restaurant, and we will design the best recipe for them.
I have a similar question as Ted, that I think this kind of restaurant is quite new around the world. So do you have any strategy to educate the people that your food are very good? Because some elderly may not know what's about gastronomy. Yeah. Do you have any plan to promote your restaurant?
Because our restaurant just started for 2 years, we still try to establish more public praise so we try to make more exposure to the media, and so our target customer first is for the middle age, like young but have a lot of money people, or the business people who have more money to afford this kind of. Later, we would like to try to extend our customers. So I believe our chef will develop some kind of food that might attract some older people. So this is our strategy now, and we are still trying to improve it.
I have 2 questions. So firstly, would you like to maybe tell us, like, you can give us the number of the staff you have? How about the number of the kitchen staff and the number of the waiting staff?
Can I go take the? For the waiters, there are 10 waiters, not including me as the general manager. And for the chef, besides from our top chef, there are 4 chefs and 1 bartender. And then for the finance part, there are 2 members and 1 leader. And there are 4 members and 5 leaders in the purchasing department. And for the marketing part, there are 2 members and 1 leader. Because we're just started up and we only have one store right now, so this is the staff that we have right now.
And I think because normally in a restaurant like yours, they also need a dessert chef. So do you also hire the dessert chef?
Yeah, dessert chef is under that. The 4th of 1 is a dessert chef. Yeah.
My second question is that I think that you may still have to import some food ingredients, right? Such as olive oil, salmon, or even cocoa beans. But I mean the price of these food ingredients may fluctuate.
So we try to develop a new recipe for Taiwan itself. We try to not to use some ingredients just abroad. so it can lower our cost on the ingredient and have the more appeal to the Taiwanese taste.
I mean, so is that possible that you can provide the cuisine without any imported food ingredients? Is that possible?
Some kind of it is possible because we have many dishes, and because we don't have menu, so we have to provide a population of many dishes and choose. And when the customer comes, we choose some samples out and then give them like a dish. So maybe some of them still have to import the ingredient from abroad. So that we may just serve it when they choose the set like luxurious or expensive. Then we will serve the dishes.
Any others?
What's the biggest trouble you have? Due to the food safety condition recently, customers tend to not go out for dinner or for eating. They try more to eat at home and go less to the restaurant. So this has some impact to our restaurant. So we try to use our best food and best quality to appeal our customer back to the restaurant again.
How, like some discounts or other advertising?
We show the customers our purchasing, like how we get our ingredients, like our ingredients are safe and it's organic or something. So to build a belief that our food is safe and the customers don't have to worry about it.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you.